but there he is, lots of energy there. He's been New Zealand aerobic champ 7 times, world aerobic champ twice. Please welcome Brett Fairweather. Welcome along to the show.
Thank you, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, g'day, Brett. Nice to have you here.
Well, you're well known in New Zealand and also internationally for competitive aerobics. What made you get into competitive aerobics?
Well, it's hard now. I look back and I think, why the heck did I get involved? But I think it was the excitement of, if anyone's ever been to a competition and seen the buzz and the excitement, and I think it just compelled me to sort of give it a go, and I found that I was a competitor at heart.
You started relatively late though, didn't you? When did you start actually thinking, aerobics, this is what I'm going to do?
Well, I was working with weights since I was 18 at the Auckland University, and that sort of led on to the aerobic scene, and you know, the music and the movement. It was exciting, it was a buzz. And about 23, I think it was, I first sort of jumped in class and huffed and puffed and couldn't keep going.
Caught the bug, did you?
Yeah, it did. It really did. I think to me, it was the music and it was the people involved. And that, I met friends, and one of those friends happened to be the 87 New Zealand champion, and she really inspired me. And I said, OK, I'll put something together in 88 and haven't looked back.
Competitive aerobics is relatively new. Well, how many years has it been going in the country?
Since 86, so it's not long.
Have
really.
you been there right since the beginning?
No. 88 was my first year.
And you've won 7 New Zealand champs.
Yes, I have. There's often been 2 in 1 year.
What's your secret?
I like to perform. When the pressure's on and the lights are on and, you know, you've got thousands of people watching, they're all looking at you, and you've just got to go out there and deliver it. And I suppose I just like moving to music, and I think it's because of my body height, my body size, I'm perfect. Tall people find it very hard because they're long and it takes a long time for them to sort of move. Shorter people find they've got more power, more punch.
Well, what's required in competitive aerobics? What do you have to... You say your body size is correct and the music's what
I'm 5'8", and I find that's just perfect. It's basically what they call anaerobic exercise. You're working at high intensity. You know, it's like what a sprinter would be like.
Mm-hmm.
It's powerful. You've got compulsory exercises that you're being judged on, and the judges are eyeing you for your technique. Is he safe? Is it creative? Is it enjoyable? And the person who's sitting down watching it says to themselves, well, did I enjoy that? And if they don't enjoy it, well, then you're out. You've got to make it entertaining as well.
Well, I've seen a few aerobic champs, and some of the things they do, you honestly think, how on earth they do that? It must take an incredible amount of training. Ears up, I mean, not ears, legs up round their ears, and incredible flexibility. Yeah. Yet you've got to have strength and power. And just seems to be such a total package.
When sort of ordinary folk like me sort of look on and think, boy, you know, I find it hard enough getting up most mornings. You know?
Yeah, I can believe it, I can believe it.
You can believe that, yeah.
Well, like people say to me all the time, you know, I get tired just watching this sort of stuff. And it is like that because, unfortunately, today you've almost got to be like a gymnast to compete in competitive aerobics, not just ordinary. Ordinary aerobics anyone can go along to and start off, but competitive aerobics, you've got to have that flexibility and you've got to have that strength. So for people looking on, it's pretty awesome. I mean, even in the world today, it's blowing me away what people are coming up with gymnastic tricks.
Well, aerobics has been just a huge success, hasn't it, as a form of exercise around the world. Is it something which is as popular in other countries as it is here in New Zealand?
Very popular. I think it's the music. Everyone likes moving to music. And I was recently in Korea, and I've been to a lot of Asian countries, and the Asians love doing aerobics, you know. So it's good because they get people like myself, and I was with some Australians and a Canadian girl and 4 Americans, and we're all up there demonstrating what we do. You know, we've all got a different style, which is great, so...
Talking about demonstrating what he does, let's have a look at some footage from the 1991 New Zealand National Aerobic Champs, which you won.
This is my favourite routine.
Here it is. Boy, I'll say.
My heart races every time, especially when that haka, because it's such an emotional...
Nice touch, yeah.
It's like you've finished the 2 minutes, and this is the last thing they're going to remember.
Is that how long it is? 2 minutes long?
It's 2 minutes exactly, and you're really tired, and you put everything out of your eyes into that haka, and it's just like, after that, it's like... It's quite an emotional sort of energy release, that one.
Culturally, I mean, it's a really nice touch that you've taken a little bit of New Zealand.
Yeah.
It was a winner.
But when you go to other countries, is it easy to communicate? Because I know that you travel around the world teaching, giving classes. Is it easy to communicate what you do?
You learn to communicate with your hands, your body language. I think the smile is a general, gesture of goodwill. You get anywhere on a smile, I think. A lot of people don't speak the English language. They speak broken. And what we do, music, movement, everyone's enjoying themselves. You get this bond, and that happens.
This question probably doesn't fit in anywhere in a way, but do you ever wake up in the morning and say, oh, I just don't want to go and work out today?
Yeah, you do. You do.
So how do you get over that? Is it discipline?
It is a bit like that. Often I say to myself, I don't feel like teaching today, but then I say, well, this is the sort of time where when you're feeling like that, the people in the class are going to lift you up. And often I've had really good classes when I've felt like I don't feel like it today, generally because I've probably been exercising too much.
Why does that happen to people? Because I go to the gym a little bit, and I know that some days it is real hard to go and motivate myself. Why does that happen, do you?
I think it's your general biorhythm. Some days you're really into it. Like yesterday I was training with weights for the first time in a while, and I was hungry. I was pushing anything. Some days I'm just like, I say to my training partner, I don't want to be here today. He says, work. And
Really
we just lower the intensity a bit, and I just keep it going through.
Is this the lifestyle that you always wanted?
No, it's something that sort of evolved and came upon me, and it's a lifestyle that's not a 9 to 5. It's just continuous. It's constant energy with people. It just doesn't stop, and it's a great lifestyle.
You'd have to be pretty disciplined, wouldn't you? I mean, if people saw you eating ice creams and partying hard, they say, what are you doing that for, Brett? You've got to be able to do this next day or something.
Well, I just wrote an article for the Western Leader in Auckland, and the key was everything in moderation, have a balanced lifestyle. Because I believe enjoying life, and part of enjoying life is, just to have a drink now and again, is to sample a bit of dessert. But it's like, okay, what are you going to do to balance that out? Are you going to go to the gym, or are you going to go for a walk, or whatever you enjoy doing?
So just balance and moderation,
it's called balance.
I have a slightly modified version of that, which is everything in moderation, even excess.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
What's happening in the future, Brett? What are the future plans? You're an honorary sports ambassador for New Zealand, made that in 1990, so you've been travelling around promoting New Zealand, which is great. What happens this year for you?
Well, going back last year, I toured the country, which was something I always wanted to do, because if you ever go overseas, they say, what's this like and what's this like in your country? So you've got to know your own country. So I went from top to toe. This year's like being the international year, and it's starting to pick up now. I've just come back from Seoul. I've been to Japan, I've been to the States already. I'm going to the States again, going to Brazil. There's a competition over there, and also a fitness convention.
So have you got world champs this year?
There'll be the world champs in Las Vegas, which will be very glitzy.
You have to have all your sequins on for that, won't you?
The Americans will. I'll come up with something crazy.
How long are you going to carry on with this competitive aerobics? When do you think?
Well, I've said for the last 2 years, this is the last year, but it's like, I don't know, I keep on coming up with something. This year, I've come up with a crazy routine to the Flintstones. It's because I think I've been competing for so long, I just get bored with normal straight aerobics, so I've got to come up with something that really stimulates me. So, a few people have seen it and they've said they've really enjoyed it. It's crazy, it's a spoof, and I'm still working on it.
We've got to get you into some stuff this morning,
can you do something for our viewers at home?
I will.
Let's go over and do something now then.
Okay, well,
Excuse
that's great.
us.
Yeah, they're off. I won't actually join them because, no, I don't want to show them up. You know what I mean? And this could be the start of a whole new video. Who knows? This could be a joint video. But let's take it away, guys. What's going to happen?
You never know.
Okay, what are you going to show?
All right, I'm going to show you
something for people to do at home.
Yeah, this is like butt exercises. I tell people to stand with feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Tummy must be pulled in because we want everything isolated. Now, it's a big step forward. Grab a chair, put your weight here. Knee goes straight down and up. A lot of people tend to go forward, but I want people to go straight down and
So where should you be feeling it?
You should really start feeling a little bit in the quads, but as you come down, I want people to push off their heel and feel it in the cheek here.
Okay, so people are at home now, they can get out of their chair,
slowly
turn that television volume up just a little bit, and they can do some lunges. This is called a lunge?
This is called a lunge. Tummy must be in tight. It's slowly down, slowly up. Use the chair for balance.
Pretty important with all exercises is the speed that you do them, isn't it?
Exactly. Slow and controlled, not too deep. If it hurts, don't do it. Always go to a small range of motion if it hurts.
And then change the legs the other side?
Yes, that's right.
Otherwise you get a tight bottom on one side.
You walk like this for a while.
You'll be all unbalanced.
So the knee goes directly over the ankle, tummy in tight, hips should be square, knee over toe like this.
Okay, so that's the lunge. We've got them doing that.
That's the lunge.
What's next? I mean, that's a really popular one. Everybody says, what exercise can I do for my buttocks? Have you got another exercise for your buttocks?
Sure, here's another one here. goes out like this. Try and keep your hips square, out and touch. Knees should be bent, tummy in tight all the time. Now here's the secret. Squeeze both cheeks together. Ooh.
Okay.
Both cheeks squeezing.
Sounds painful.
It's up and down. Now do as many as you can do without feeling sore.
Okay, now what about abdominals? People always are doing, I see some people in the gym doing abdominals incorrectly. So show us a correct abdominal exercise.
Okay. Come down to the floor, grab a towel, feel comfortable. Your feet should be hip width apart, tummy in tight. I have to show you here. Tucking under like this, keeping a gap under your chin. Just relax your neck in the back of your hand. It's slowly up and slowly down. Think of going slow and controlled.
So people don't need to actually sit right up. A lot of people, you know, up they go
Yeah,
right
like this.
and that's
They
wrong.
throw their weight forward. You can cause a few problems. Just go up and down, up and down. Keeping a gap here. Thinking of tightening from here first. Imagine you're being pulled up by a hook on your breastbone, so it goes.
Breathing out?
Yeah, breathing out. Otherwise, you might go with the neck. You get a sore neck if you try this sort of thing. So it's up and down.
All right.
Just nice and slow and controlled. Do as many as you can. Have a rest. And then say do another 10 or 12 reps.
What's the whole philosophy on doing exercises like this, though? Should you incorporate them with some other form of aerobic exercise, you know, just for general good health? What do you think? Can people just do 20 buttock exercises and 50 stomach exercises and they'll be fit?
No way. It's a big cross-training. Cross-training is like go out and walk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you can do 10, do 10. Then come in and do some abdominal exercises, butt exercises. Not one particular exercise is really going to give you the all-round sort of fitness.
So like your balance and moderation thing in life in general,
Yeah.
once again, in exercise as well?
Yep.
Great. Well, hey, what about a joint video? Thanks, Brett, for coming into the show. Brett Fairweather.
All right.